I am Tracy Walker and I am the CEO of Lash Digs. I started Lash Digs for my son. When I became pregnant with my son, I believe that was 2015. By the time I had my son, it was 2016, and I realized that the business world was not suited for women who had babies. Like, it was almost like they kind of work around you in a sense. And I realized that I wanted to be in a business that embraced it and that embraced the changes that came with like motherhood. And I didn't realize in order to do that I had to be in business for myself. And with my background and with the passion that I already had for the beauty industry and the lashing industry, it was just natural to start Lash Digs. I am 27. I actually turned 28 next month, and I started my business when I was 26. I always knew I wanted to get into the beauty industry pretty young. I think when I was about 16, I started doing makeup. So when I graduated high school, I went straight to beauty school, and that was in like 2008. Once I did that, I did hair, and I realized I didn't want to do hair. So then I started doing makeup, and I've been doing it ever since. I felt like I was better at making people feel pretty than I was at straightening people's hair and washing hair, and it was a lot of maintenance, and I felt like I was just a lot better at like painting faces, and I was able to be a lot more creative, and I think I like that creativity a lot better. Well, I started doing lashes maybe in 2010 when I was working inside a salon, but I was doing what they call cluster lashes, and they weren't that healthy. And then around 2013, I came across a client who introduced me to lash extensions. So from there, I realized that I could make a living from doing it, and I kind of loved the way it made my clients feel once they were done. So I turned it into a business. I went to cosmetology school, and I probably should have just stuck with it from there. But I went to cosmetology school, and then once I realized I didn't want to do hair, I went to college in 2012. So it's like I did cosmetology for a while, and I'm like, maybe this isn't gonna work. I'll just go to college like everybody else. So I did that, and then by 2017, I ran out of money.
So you graduated from cosmetology?
I did. I graduated in 2009. I think it was like a 14-month program. Full-time, so I was there full-time. It was like 9 to 5, and I got my cosmetology license, and then I worked in a salon for a while. Like I said, I realized very early on that I didn't want to do hair. So then they started letting me do lashes and makeup, and I started doing things like that. And then from there, something just clicked, because in my family, they're all college educated. My sisters, my parents, everybody's graduated college at this point, so it was a lot of pressure to go to school. So from there, I was just like, you know what, I'll just do it. And I ended up getting a really great job at an IT company, and they kind of groomed me into being an application engineer, which I was for a long time at that point. So I was an engineer for about 8 years, and it was a trade that I was kind of groomed into. And I was literally at the end of getting my degree. I think I had 6 classes left, and I ran out of financial aid. So like many other students, I was paying for school myself. And I got down to like the very end. I think that like the government gives you like a certain amount of money, and I literally like got to the very end of that, because my college I was going to was pretty expensive at the time, and I think it was about $10,000 for me to finish, and I kind of just said no, because I realized that being an engineer wasn't my passion. Like, beauty was my passion. So to me, I could spend this $10,000 finishing and getting my degree for a job I'm not gonna love, or I could take this $10,000 and I could invest it back into myself and kind of just take a leap of faith and just do Lash Digs. And that's what I did, and I don't regret it. I I opened Lash Digs May 6, 2017, and I've been doing it full time since then. So almost a year. We're almost there.
What's your anniversary?
May 6th, 2018. We'll be having a party. At Lash Digs, we offer premium Siberian mink lashes as well as lash extension services. We're a service-based as well as an e-commerce-based website. Like I said, Lash Digs is kind of split in two. So I have my strip lashes, which sell primarily through my e-commerce website. However, I do vendor events and pop-up shops and things like that where you'll be able to see me. And a lot of the girls who know me, they'll call me and be like, can I come stop by and pick up some lashes? So like they're always available. And then my extensions is definitely a service-based business. So right now I can take anywhere from 1 to 3 clients a day just based on my comfort level. So as far as lash extensions clients, I usually don't go over, I want to say like 25 clients average a week. But as far as lash strips, that's an e-commerce business. I guess you could say it's almost like 2 businesses in one. So I usually sell anywhere between 25 to 50 lashes a week. My clientele is typically a woman between the ages of 25 and 35. I typically notice that a lot of my clients have full-time jobs. A lot of them are career women. Some of them are moms, but I've noticed majority of my clientele are career women, fashionistas, I guess you can say, because lashing is a luxury, so you have to be able to kind of afford that luxury. And I notice that that's typically where my clientele stands.
Perfect. I like them all. Let me just get this. Ooh, what a great job.
Lash extensions last between 4 to 6 weeks with proper care. And my strip lashes, you can use them between 25 and 30 times, but that also depends on the care and the maintenance. So anyone who gets extensions from me, I provide you with aftercare tips and the tools you need, as well as any shampoos or anything you need to take care of your lashes. And if you buy strip lashes from me, I also provide you with aftercare instructions that come in your package. The main thing is clean lashes are happy lashes. So you need to be making sure you're cleaning your lashes between 2 to 3 times a week at least. You need to make sure you're brushing your lashes twice a day, and no mascara. That's the biggest thing. Don't put mascara on your lashes. Like I said, lashes is a luxury. So you kind of ruin your investment when you like pile a bunch of mascara on top of your lashes. It takes a long time to get them done. It's a patient process, so just trust the process and they'll look good. They are. Lashes is like almost $1 billion industry. We're almost there. As far as my clientele, I'm pretty booked. I stay booked out for about a month in advance at this point, so I would think they were in pretty high demand. I think I make my lashes different, so I design my strip lashes, and lashing is like an artistry, so every lash artist is going to do lashes differently. Even if we use all the same products, me and another person can do lashes differently. So it's all about my style and my preference and my artistry, and I think that's what makes lash sticks unique. As far as branding myself, that's kind of a hard question because I like to be myself. So not only will I say like I am my brand, but Lash Sticks in itself is a brand for women that are about making themselves feel beautiful. Lash Sticks is about confident women. Lash Sticks is about making women feel good in like their own skin. So lashes is one of those things where you don't have to wear makeup. You can be a tomboy, you can play sports, you can be a prissy girl, you can be anyone, but Lash Sticks is more about that confidence, that inner beauty. So I would say that my brand is that woman. It's not necessarily me, but that woman that feels good about herself, that woman that feels confident, and that woman that wakes up every day knowing her lashes looks good. To be honest, I don't think there's that many.
How many would you say?
I want to say as far as lash companies, there may be 1 or 2 in my area. No, let me say 3, but I do not believe they also have their own mink lash line, if I'm not mistaken. Mink lashes are a strip lash, but they're made with a synthetic fur of a mink. And we do also have Siberian mink lashes, which is kind of like not the non-vegan friendly version, with like mink fur hairs, and it's like a 3D lash that's built on top of like a lash line and like a design that's suited for different eye shapes. I find that I have to stay in my own lane, because if I start to worry about what everyone else is doing, I'll begin to look like them, and then Lash Sticks won't be Lash Sticks. Lash Sticks will be Cocoa Lashes or Lily Lashes or lashes from down the street, you know what I mean? So like I have to stay very focused on the Lash Sticks lane and do what comes naturally to Lash Sticks. And then if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And I think that's the best part about being an entrepreneur, is kind of like jumping off the cliff and see who follows you. Like, I have this idea, I think it's gonna be great, and hopefully everybody likes it when I'm done. So my plan for longevity is to just keep going. I think that if you plan to stop, you stop, and if you plan to keep going, you keep going. As an entrepreneur, you'll come into a lot of issues, like you'll run into a lot of road bumps, but you have to keep going. Even last month, I ran into like a really big road bump, and it was really, I felt really defeated. But you kind of have to, as a business owner, pick everything up and keep going, because if you stop, the whole business stops. It's not like when you have a 9 to 5 and one day you decide not to go and everybody else keeps working. It's like if you stop, there's no business. So in order to maintain longevity, you have to have some kind of determination, some kind of perseverance to just not give up. Like, it's just not an option. My ultimate goal, to be honest, is to have a brick and mortar as well as a lash academy. So to be determined. You can find us on all our social media handles at @lash_digs on Instagram, Pinterest, as well as Facebook. We're located in Pensacola, New Jersey, and we are by appointment only.
Why should people get lashes?
Because they make you feel good. They make you feel pretty.